You found the copper years ago. Did you ask? Did you tell? Did you think of our lives before you dig a pit to hell? Did you think of all the millions of our people who have died? Trying to keep the spirit of our Mother Earth alive.
Did you think for a moment about the wreckage that you'd cause? Oh no, it's just a few more Indians. It never gave you pause.
With all due respect, my friends, we're trying to survive. This mine for us, it's not for fun, it's keeping us alive. Our roofs are caving in, and our windows boarded up. You're not the only ones who've been blessed with rotten luck.
Try your hand at listening. We've all got stories here. We've worked for generations just to live another year. Look, this mine is our lifeline. We've been dying too. Many of our people here can't even buy their food.
We have been forgotten. We're barely hanging on. Just like you, we're trying to keep on dancing and singing songs so we don't drown in our misery as a people left behind. This country marches forward and we're left to slowly die.
Listen up. The people are raising their voice. Listen up, we've got to carry on. Listen up, the people are faced with a choice. Be forgotten or fight to stay where we belong.
This mine will run for 40 years, bring fortune to the land. You could work there too if your people need a hand.
I could use a job, my friend. I will not tell a lie. My sister's home and pregnant, with no one to provide. There's no work for miles and miles, and I'm losing my head. Think with your mind before your heart, before we wind up dead.
But looky here, all that aside, can we talk about the air? Anyone mention the 2 billion tons of toxic waste they'll share? And what about the water? They'll suck that river dry. After they're done, the planet won't have any tears to cry.
Not to mention all the species that are barely clinging on. Lose a bit more habitat, they'll be forever gone. It's time to find another way to live than killing life. Once you set these things in motion, it's not easy to rewind.
Look, pal, if we don't mine this copper here, they'll just go overseas, where the regulations are so loose they'll mine anywhere they please. With no regard to nature, with no regard to lives. At least here we'll keep an eye on them and use their profit to survive.
Listen up, the people are raising their voice. Listen up, we've got to carry on. Listen up, the people are faced with a choice. Be forgotten or fight to stay where we belong.
Let me jump back in here real quick, folks, to set the record straight. The river will be diverted just a couple miles away. Our impact will be minimal, and here's the bottom line. If we don't mine this copper now, we'll be back another time. The world's not going backwards, for better or for worse. The future's made of copper, you are written on that curse.
Listen up, the people are raising their voice. Listen up, we've got to carry on. Listen up, the people are faced with a choice. Be forgotten or fight to stay where we belong.
Our religion,
Our legacy,
our history,
our faith,
our language,
our families.
our way of life.
No, wait, our way of life.
Your way of life?
Our way of life.
Oy vey.
It matters too.
That's just like you.
You don't know.
I know your name.
Oh, do you now, may I ask
The
how?
larches are infamed.
That's not a word.
Feeling cornered?
Why don't you go away?
Your brother had
Watch it,
a
lad.
story of his own.
Don't you dare.
He used to wear
Shut up.
regalia.
No!